Hey, Chandler Bolt here, and in this video I want to talk to you about the 3 ways to avoid burnout in your job or in your business. So for entrepreneurs and people working in high growth startups, burnout is a huge problem. You see a lot of people posting about it. There's articles about it. A lot of YouTubers are creating videos around this topic. So I figured as someone who runs a very fast growth company, we've grown from 0 to over $10 million in the last 4 years. I would record this both for other entrepreneurs that are like me and for folks that work at self-publishing school. So I've got 3 things that you can do to avoid burning out in your job or in your business. Now, number 1 is to set good boundaries. Now, one of the biggest mistakes that I see folks make is either whether it comes to vacations or the end of your day, there's just blurred boundaries all over the place, right? You're kind of half on and half off. And I'm a firm believer in being fully on or being all in, as we always talk about at self-publishing school. So we're all in and then we're all out. I'm all on at self-publishing school and then I'm all off, either with my friends, doing things that I love, hanging out with my family, all those things, right? So I'm a firm believer you got to do that both on the day-to-day basis, but also when you vacation. So first things first, this is a huge problem if you work from home. Now, I've got a separate video that about how to successfully work from home that you're definitely going to want to check out, where I kind of break down, hey, how do you set good boundaries when you're working from home? Because this is really hard. You just take your computer into your living room or when you're watching TV, or I kind of talk about, hey, you need to have work clothes. So you change in and out of your work clothes, all that stuff. So check out that video. It's really hard if you're working from home, but whether you're working from home or working from an office, it's important that when you're off, you're off. So whether that's 5, 6, 7, even if it's 8, that after that you don't touch your laptop, right? Or you don't touch your computer, whatever you use to get your work done, that you are fully off. Now, on the flip side, when you go on vacations, it's very important that you don't take your work with you. This is something that I'm just a firm believer in. When I'm on vacation, my people know, do not try to get in touch with me. I will not be reachable unless it's a code red level 10 emergency. And those rarely happen. And even still, I'm not going to be very quick to respond, but I can get that back to them at my earliest convenience. But really, the most important thing is that you're fully off. So that's number 1. Creating good boundaries both on the day-to-day and when you go to vacation. Now, number 2, my phone is a place for me personally. My computer is a place for my work. Now, this is something that's really important. You kind of building on this boundaries discussion. I do not have any work-related apps on my phone, and I do not do any work on my phone, maybe like 1% of the time I do. By and large, there's no notifications. I don't have Slack. I don't have Asana. I don't have, I have email on there, but that's only if I need to like check for a boarding pass or something. And it's on the very last screen on my computer. So I have to flip all the way back and there's no notifications. So I never get notifications for email or anything like that. Now, for me personally, and I realize that this is not going to work for everyone, if you're a realtor or someone who's always having to have notifications, stuff like that, then I think it's really a notification problem, and you should set some parameters around when you do not get notifications, or what apps you do or do not get notifications from. But for me personally, this has worked really well. I work on my computer all day. So when I do work, I'm going to do work from my computer. That's the majority of my day. So when I close that computer, I want to mentally say, great, I'm off. And I encourage people that work at self-publishing school, don't have Slack on your phone, don't have Asana on your phone, any of those things, because now you're never truly disconnecting. And if you're never truly disconnecting, you're gonna get burnt out because you can't press the reset button, right? You need time to do the things that you love, and you need mental space to be fully off. So I don't have those things on my phone. It works extremely well. Now, another benefit of not having work apps on my phone is that I get work done way faster, because if you think about it, anything that you do on your phone is gonna be slower, it's gonna be jankier, you're gonna have to, it's just, you're doing a 2-thumb keyboard. But on the flip side, whether it's responding to emails, sending a Slack message, working in Asana, all those things I can do way faster on my computer, and I've got my computer optimized for those things, so it just makes work go much faster. Now, number 3, take time to take care of your mind and to take care of your body. This is extremely important. Your diet and your health is a huge part of this. I've got a separate video on how to make sure that you eat well for maximum energy. I would definitely check that out. Outside of your diet and your health though, you gotta do things that restore your body and that restore your mind. So think about what is that for you. Maybe it's going on a hike. Maybe it's just going on a walk down the block. For me, I know I go to cryotherapy. which is kind of where you freeze for 3 minutes, and it's negative 230 degrees. And that really helps restore my body. It restores my mind, gives me energy, blood flow, things like that. I also do float tank. So a sensory deprivation tank. This is something where you float in salt water for an hour, and that's like meditation on steroids, right? So that's something that I do every other week. One thing that I know works for a lot of people is meditation. I've got another video on how I do meditation as part of my morning routine. So that's something that you should definitely test. I like the Headspace app and the Calm app, and that can really help for burnout. So whether you're kind of got a code red emergency in the middle of the day, or whether this is just something that you want to do continuously on a day-to-day basis, you can try meditation to help with that. So let's recap the 3 things that we learned so far to avoid burnout. Number 1, make sure that you have firm boundaries when it comes to when you're working and when you're not. So whether this is during your week or when you're on vacations. Number 2, no work apps on your phone, or at least make sure that you're limiting the work apps or the notifications from those apps that are on your phone. And then number 3, make sure that you're taking care of your mind and of your body. So ask yourself, what are things that I really enjoy doing, whether it's daily, weekly, monthly? Create time for those things. Somebody on my team's called them enjoyables. What are my enjoyables, right? And that's a really helpful exercise. Just take 5-10 minutes to just write down all of your enjoyables, and then make sure that you have time in your day-to-day to do those things. So I'd love to hear from you in the comments. What did you think of this video? And also, what do you do to avoid burnout? What do you do really once you're burnt out? Comment below, let me know. I look forward to seeing you in the next video. See ya.